Let me turn on the TV now.
With us tonight representing the Warriors ownership group, Joe Lacob and Peter Hoover, and to present the 2017 NBA Championship Trophy to your Golden State Warriors. Please welcome NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Thank you, George. We saw basketball played at the highest level. Historic playoff runs by two teams will raise the bar for players and teams for generations to come. Let me first thank the Cleveland Cavaliers, their owner Dave Gilbert, GM David Griffin, Coach Rule. What an incredible performance they put on. Thank you. And now to the Golden State Warriors. A few thank yous. Incredible to see you out there. Coach Brown, to their GM, Bob Myers, Jerry West, and to Joe Lacob and Peter Hoover. Congratulations, guys. You are the NBA champions.
I have a feeling this is your second championship in 3 years, but I have a feeling this particular group of people in the house is excited to want another forward. So congratulations. Championships in 3 years is not easy, and it's not accomplished without a great many people doing a great many things. Who would you most like to acknowledge here?
There is no doubt that who we have to acknowledge the most is
All right, wait for a couple more people. Starting.
Peter, your background is one that includes some unbelievable Hollywood storylines and storytelling. This particular group, what storyline stands out for you? This was a thrill. Really here, only 1 year. This is the champion zone. We're going to bring it all because we are playing. Congratulations. I know Steve was probably talking to me, but it's not talking forever.
All right, there's 6 other people on.
Nice try, my friend. Seen other NBA franchises had great talent and it not necessarily result in a championship. So how did this group add such an incredible talent and blend Kevin Durant and seamlessly and somehow yet still let him be his own brilliant self?
Well, we have very little talent, actually, it's mostly coaching.
Looks like you voted right. I got a lot of money to collect.
Hello guys, it's Richard here.
What's up?
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. How's everybody?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
For
This championship, you've won 7 of them as a player. Why is this group so special?
It's a combination of to each other, the selfish nature of all of them. Did you say that?
The webinar is just going to last probably about 30 minutes. Tim, just want to kind of help you guys out, go over some very basic things. So I will get started right now. Let me find my remote to turn down the TV. I'm just watching the ending of the basketball game. Man, Bill Russell is getting old. Cool. All right, so I'll get started right now. So I'm just going to go over what a couple people asked, just about kind of supply, demand zones, Fibonacci, stuff like that. Yeah, that's cool with everybody. Very basic stuff, but it's very, very powerful if used correctly. So with that said, this is obviously a blank chart. I don't use any super crazy indicators. I use ADX. What ADX does is it shows the average or the directional movement. So it shows the strength of the trend basically. So if you're looking at a pair and ADX is very high, that typically means that it's in a strong trend. Where if ADX is kind of in the middle, that means there's not really a trend. So we don't want to trade trending markets. We want to non-trending markets. We want to trade trending markets. But what I do first is I look for my support and resistance. So I'm going to look for areas of the market that had big rejections or pushes. So right here, this is a strong one I see. Wick here, touch over here again, and it started to drop. All right. So normally I have a couple. I will have one above price. I will have one below where price is, and then I'll kind of have one in the middle. So next would probably be this one, be like this area. So people ask me, like, what are supply and demand zones? Okay, don't even think of it as supply and demand. Just think of it as a zone. All right, basically all that is it's just additional support and resistance in the sense that when you see long wicks like this, or not even long wicks, but when you see a wick off of a resistance or a support, to me that's a zone. And the reason that's a zone is because it's an area, in general, an area of where the price of the market has rejected. So what's crazy is if you look, price it came in here, but it closed below this zone, okay? It came up, it was trapped in the zone. What happened? It broke out of it. Can you guys see that little tiny wick where this candle is? That little black little dot, it looks like. That hit the zone, and it continued to drop until it hit some type of support. And same thing up here. I'm going to draw another one. So I will draw one like draw one right here. Okay. All right. So I just drew it from the long wick. And as you see, some people might want to buy this. However, the reason you wouldn't buy it, even though it rejected at the zone, is because there's no bullish candle to show continuation. Like you see here, a strong green candle. All right, strong green candle, push up. Here we have a couple red candles. We don't have a green candle. Instead, we have an open below, and then we have a drop, continuation of a drop. So what this could be doing, what my current stance is on the market actually, this was a nice little area of resistance to me personally. So I'm going to be looking for a drop down to this area, which is, it's about 32, 33 pips. But the reason I'm looking towards this area is because I see, okay, downtrend, retest, drop, retest, drop, and now it's retesting that resistance again, and it obviously failed to break it, so we're continuing to drop. And a lot of people have asked me, like, where do fibs come into play? How do you draw fibs? So on this right here, normally I will do intraday trade or intraday Fibonacci, which I will show you. If you don't know what fibs are, do a little research, or I think I have a YouTube video on them where I go over them. Go ahead and watch that. But basically how I draw intraday fibs, Fibonacci is very powerful. You draw it from either the previous day. So this is a new day, so I'm going to go to the previous day. And I'm going to go from high, and I'm going to go down to the low. Okay? And you always want to make sure you're very accurate. See how it's perfectly on the wicks? You want to make sure you're very accurate because that can, affect entries. But what's crazy is where I have a resistance at. Look at this. It was also a 61.8 rejection, and this is a nice. This right here, the market is kind of just chilling until London session, which is just saw the time. Hold on. And it's 12:07 right now, so it's setting up nicely for London. I think we should definitely expect to see a strong push down tonight. I definitely would expect to see some type of continuation. We can go to the 4-hour candle or the 4-hour time frame. And as you see, 4-hour, even here, downtrend. We've been in a downtrend for a minute. All right, downtrend, retest, drop, came all the way up, retested up here, and we've dropped. Nice little reversal. This is a reversal candlestick. However, we're still in a downtrend. Okay, and some people would start buying, and that's not a good idea. So either we could expect to see maybe push up here and then come back down, or just a strong push down. I've been selling all day, so I've been dealing with this drawdown, but it's all right. I did get in a little early, but that's okay when you know the general direction of the trend. So I used Fibonacci to catch those retracements. So if you hadn't entered, you could have entered right here off this close off the 61.8, and you'd be in profit right now. But it's very, very simple. People try to overcomplicate trading and try to add too many things. It's very, very simple. So like, I will do a markup with gold, because gold. Some people like correlations. I can see that gold and USD JPY are the really only ones that pretty much strongly correlate with each other. Some people will be like, well, when your USD goes up, USD JPY will go down. It's not true at all. I've seen both go up, both go down for weeks at a time. So really try to ignore that. If you're looking at correlations, try to focus on like gold and UJ, both very, very good with opposite, like moving in opposite directions for the most part. So I use other pairs as confirmation I'll see what gold is doing for confirmation for myself or UJ. I'm going to see if we can potentially buy gold. All right. So I'll look and I'll see, okay, the market in gold been kind of in downtrend in the last hour. Let's look over a bigger picture. Gold's kind of been doing some weird stuff. Gold is very volatile pair too, so even these little moves right here are still like 100 pip moves. Same thing though, identify support and resistance. If you look here, perfect, test. It's a good area, and then it's a strong bull candle to break it. So right now we're looking good for a continuation of a buy, for the reason being it's kind of been consolidating here. Haven't had a break below, and this is a nice reversal as well. Sorry, one of the this guy messaged me about my money, so let's see what he says. Sorry about that, guys. But so like I said, looking for a buy on gold. This is a very nice area, and I also use something called RSI. What RSI is called Relative Strength Index. It shows kind of where big banks are buying and selling because we trade with the banks. Okay, we trade with the banks, and there's something called divergence, which is very, very important that I want everybody in here to understand, like what divergence is and like kind of when you might see divergence. So on RSI, I'm gonna change it to 5. Kind of gives you sharper move. So can everyone, I want you guys to type in the chat box, can you see how price is consolidating? But do you guys see, and this is a 4-hour time frame, so it's stronger confirmation, higher the time frame, higher the confirmation. Do you guys see how here gold is pushing up on the RSI, but it's flat? Do you guys see that? Yes. Yes. Cool. How do you know which wick to use? Were you talking about like for like zones and stuff? Sorry, I didn't see that. Zones, yeah. Like which wick to use. So I look for like an abnormal wick, if that makes sense. So I look for where price has reversed at, and I use that as a zone. So for example, do you see how price came up here, long wick, and it reversed? So I would draw my zone out to here, out to the future, and I always leave my zones until it's very far away from. I didn't know you could call people on Snapchat. Sorry, this guy's sending me $2,000, so I'm trying to make sure that he's not faking out on this $2,000 because that's a lot of money. All right. He said he's sending it, so we'll see. But does that answer your question, Tim, about the zones? You look for a price has reversed off a strong wick, okay? And if you actually see here in the future, it wicked all the way to the very, very tip of the zone right here, and then it backed off, and then it retraced. For what RSI, what period is recommended? 5. Let me see if you can. Oh no, you can't see it. My RSI is on. My RSI is 5. Some people do 2. 2 is very, very sharp. I think 5 is good. Shows you shows you good divergence. So this this is a Morningstar reversal. Wow, this is a beautiful buy. But enter trades at your own risk too. I don't want to tell you guys to buy something and you buy it and then it goes against you, whatever. It's not a signal. I'm just saying that this is a very nice little setup for a buy. And then personally, my take profit would probably be, this is a 4-hour time frame, so this is a lot of pips. Probably about right there would be my take profit 1, and then take profit 2 would absolutely be right there. Take profit 2 would be right there. And that's 138 pips to take profit 1. And that is 282 pips to take profit 2. Stop loss, I would put my stop loss right here. Hold on, I'm actually going to do this. This is cool. Guys, go over here and you can determine your risk to reward. It's really sweet. Yeah, I'm going to make this smaller. You just click here. If you're selling, click short. If you're buying, go long. And all you do is just adjust. So bring it down. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let's see, take profit all the way up here. So my stop loss would be, that's a big stop loss, wow. Let's see how many pips that is. It's a 53 pip stop loss. So if you want to enter this trade, you definitely use risk management. So if you are doing this, swing trade it or just use proper risk management. I mean, not even swing trade, just use proper risk management because this is a definitely really nice risk to reward. This is a 8.74 risk to reward ratio. So basically, you are either losing 10% of your account and gaining like 80% or 70%, which is definitely good, good probability in mind. You can double click on it to sign the person on the phone too. Oh, that's dope. Wow, TJ, I did not even know that. That's dope. All right, let's just 50 pips. Account size, 1,000. Well, nah, let's do 500. 500 is a good amount. Risk 50. Oh, that's dope. That's sweet. All right, so your stop loss would be around the 1260 area, and take profit 1 is around 1278 area, and take profit 2 is around the 1295 area. And also, though, I do want you guys, I do want you guys to know that FOMC, I know I said it in the group earlier, but for people who weren't on or paying attention in the group, FOMC is high volatility news, meaning like the market will act erratically. So like this is, let me go back to, all right, so you have that set up. Here, I'm going to actually take a picture of it. RSI very strong. Cool. Sorry, I lost my thought process on RSI. But so you see, big banks are buying into that on the 4-hour. You see prices flat, very good entry off of a support. Also, in a general uptrend, it has went down over the last couple of days. However, we are in a general uptrend, so I do like that for a buy. For USD JPY, I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you guys, that was NFP. NFP's non-farm payroll. It's where the U.S. releases all their basically numbers in all their things like that, like all their numbers for jobs and stuff. I think this is FOMC, I believe, because that would make because I know that this was NFP. Whatever, FOMC was over here somewhere. I think it was. I think it is that. I think it was that push. But you guys see that in this was 2 minutes. All right, you could have caught 75, almost 75 pips on a 0.10 lot. That's $75 in like 15 seconds. On a standard, that's $750. And for the people that are very, very, smart, have been trading a long time, have the accounts that can handle it, a 10.00 lot, you would have made about $7,500, $7,500 US dollars in like 15 seconds. So high volatility news is awesome, but it comes with a lot of risk. I actually want to show you guys something too about fibs. So let's say this was such a beautiful entry. But so let's pretend this is a new day. NFP hasn't happened yet. It's Friday morning at about 8 a.m. I wake up, I draw my fibs. Look at that. You guys see this in negative 27. It kissed it and dropped. This is money. This is money. You have a nice area of resistance, very nice area of resistance. Consolidate. Wick, indecision, wick, strong push down, couple wicks, last touch, bam, just drop. So to be real, you could have, if you would have entered off of that simple fib entry, and let's say you entered right here, that's, hold on. I can't even get the whole, hold on. You entered right here. That's 245 pips in just a couple of days. So in literally a couple of days, you could have made a couple $100 extra, and this is from your phone. Or you could have made upwards of almost $3,000, literally from your phone. Like, I want you also to realize this is money you're making from your cell phone, like from your cell phone. Okay, don't take that for granted. Don't be greedy with it, because I was greedy when I first started trading. I was extremely greedy, but then when I started seeing this money evaporating from my bank account, because I kept depositing, more and more money, and when I kept depositing more and more money and I kept losing it, I started just getting really frustrated, and I had to, I had to change it up. Hold on.
Yes, please.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's all that I do for my trades is I just, look at trend. I see, which way trend is going. I identify potential pullbacks, and then I enter, have my good risk reward. I'd probably put my stop loss more up here. So a 20 pip stop loss. And my target, obviously is this area, whatever. Long-term target could be down here, going to this next area, but this is a strong area of support right here. So I would probably put my take profit anywhere between here and here, to catch a reversal. But it's honestly all I do. It's nothing crazy, no super intense indicators and stuff like that. Does anybody have any questions you want me to go over? $10 minutes left.
You did a great job explaining that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just, I want everybody to learn. I want everybody to really learn and benefit. Can I take some time to peek at GJ? What's going on? Sure. GBP, JPY. Oh, wow. I haven't marked up GJ in a while. Cool. All right. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to mark up. Sorry about that. When I Probably, we can probably do it on Thursday. Like Thursday night. For ADX, is there a certain setup for our price levels? Overbought and oversold are like 30, no, 10 and 90. Like 10 and then 90. Let's see, GJ. GJ is in between areas. Hold on. I'd still look for downwards movement. Area tested the zone. It came up. It's literally in the middle of an area. It could come up to here, or it could just come back down. 38.2 rejection. Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't be trading it right now. It's kind of just blah. It's not really anywhere that I could always come up, hit this trend line, or off the 61.8. That'd make sense. 38.2. Probably come up here, bounce off this 38.2, and continue down. So yeah, that's GJ. Very volatile pair though, so I don't really mess with it. I don't really mess with it at all, just because it moves a ton. I stick with GJ, or not GJ. I stick with USD JPY. So yeah, that's my DJ analysis. If you guys don't have any more questions, then I'll probably just hop off. I have to wait for the recording to change into wait for it to compress the file, and then I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and then I'll send it in the group if that's cool for you guys. Sound good? Gold on the move. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeet. How many trades do I put in per day? All depends with the setup. I might buy right here, wait for another entry over here, buy again, and wait for a pullback, buy again, and ride it all the way up. But some days I don't trade. Some days I might place 5, 6 trades, but I will never place more than 8 trades. Like 8, I don't know why it's 8, but like something about when the more trades you place, the more of a, I don't want to say opportunity you have to lose, but you know, if you wait for that entry, and you stock that pair, then you're gonna get your perfect entry. You know, not perfect. I shouldn't say perfect, but you're gonna get your good entry. So you just really have to wait for your setups. Know when it's a good entry, and know when it's and know when you need to wait. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice setup. I'd wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Closes in 28 minutes. So wait for the 4-hour candle to close. If it closes like this, if it closes pretty bullish, and it doesn't have any super long wicks like this, but on the other side, then I'd buy it. But yeah, just wait on the 4-hour close. Wait a little bit longer, because it could just explode. It could just explode for London and just shoot up. But yeah, just wait for it. I hope this helped everybody out. And I'm going to send an update about these pairs in the group tomorrow. You're welcome, TJ. But I'm going to send an update about all these in the group tomorrow. And I hope all you guys have a good night. And I will do another one either later this weekend, or on next Monday. And then we can go over stuff. But I hope you guys had a good weekend this past weekend. And then we will get some more stuff going. All right. You guys have a good night, and then I'll send this recording in the group in like 10 minutes or so.